David Videcete, who believes police should give chase in moped crimes, and Peter Bleksley, who says it's far too dangerous with a high risk that someone could die. And you know, the first thing I'd say to you, who cares? Who cares?
I care.
Why? I don't care.
I care because people in this country, if they fall foul of the law as young people, they need to be hopefully arrested and charged, of course, but people need to be rehabilitated. You need to give people that opportunity, and we must not go pursuing these people and having young people who fall foul of the law.
With it?
No, we don't. We've got CCTV, we've got forensic science. There's talk perhaps of deploying drones. There are many other ways in which to skin a cat, and I know what I say is not necessarily popular, but we must not recklessly pursue people.
They're the ones that are recklessly pursuing.
So that doesn't mean to say that we lower the bar and become reckless in our chasing of them. We must not have our streets littered with dead bodies, albeit of people who may have fallen foul of the law.
So we let acid attacks continue, we let people being hit by bricks?
No, we absolutely do not. We use other 21st century modern detective tools to try and catch these people, bring them before the courts so that they face the necessary punishment. I'm not saying give them carte blanche, but I'm saying we're not going to litter our streets with dead bodies of young people.
And when we look at the average age of the people carrying out these crimes, it's 15. You know, they're children. I mean, David, what do you think?
They're criminals. Forget
they're
their
15,
children.
though.
Look at the footage. Look at the footage again. David, how scary is this footage? People coming down pavements like that. They could go into a mother with a pram, they could hit old people, they could do absolutely anything. Yet the police would be more concerned if you were riding your bicycle down that pavement and nabbing you than going after those hoodlums, whether they're 15 or not.
Well, I think some of the footage you're showing there, that's the lower end of the crimes that we're seeing. We're seeing old ladies dragged along the street trying to hold onto their handbags. We're seeing people being stabbed. And only a few weeks ago, a man in Greenwich was shot and killed as a result of trying to steal his Rolex watch.
But isn't the difficulty, though, if the police then give chase, it's not only risking, you know, the life of the moped driver, but also anybody else in the area.
No,
but other pedestrians could get in the way, though. That's the thing.
Them. No, you're right.
So if they're chasing them, you're putting other people's lives at risk
let them throw acid in people's feet.
When a police vehicle gets behind these people on a moped, their actions are going to become even more reckless. So not only do they endanger their own lives...
In America, they'd shoot them, wouldn't they?
But well, we're not going to go down that route, I sincerely hope. And they are going to endanger the lives of other members of the public. You know where the burden lies here? It's the manufacturers. They should really be building in security measures to ensure that these scooters cannot be so easily stolen.
David, you're shaking your head at that.
No,
you don't agree?
No, they're fair points that Peter's making. I think the problem that we have is that this problem, only 2 years ago, we were having in London 3,000 and 4,000 moped-enabled crimes a year. This year, we're on target for 19,000. 19,000 victims, individual victims of people that have been stabbed, acid thrown in their face, shot, and anything like that. And the police have created a vacuum. They've withdrawn from pursuing. You know, no, we don't want people dying unnecessarily.
Yeah, but how do you stop them before it gets to that stage, though?
Well,
how do you stop the number of crimes going up?
Well, we need to get back, put police officers' confidence back in police officers pursuing criminals. Yes, they've got to be governed, but the College of Police and Pursuit framework is far too rigid, and we shouldn't be prosecuting police officers for trying to do their job, trying to do the right thing, and trying to bring these people to justice. They need to face justice. It's no good just letting them go. We won't get them on forensic evidence or CCTV. You know, they're simply, once they've left the scene of a crime with someone's property, there is no forensic evidence, there's no CCTV, and most of the times the victims cannot identify.
These are not trivial crimes, and it's like the Wild West out there.
No, they are not trivial, and I am most definitely not trivialising the issue. However, I think that we all need to realise here that this government has cut police budgets considerably. There are less police on the street.
So is it bodies on the beat? Is that what it boils down to?
Cuts have consequences. If you're going to try and tackle this crime, the best way to do it is by what they call intelligence-led policing. That means getting the information prior to the commission of the crime and finding out who's doing it. Wouldn't it be simpler, easier to have zero tolerance, that these cowboys know that if they carry something like this out, they're going to get the full weight of the law behind them? I mean, believe me, if a number of more trivial traffic offences, you would be prosecuted more vehemently than you would for this. Not in this day and age with the drastic reduction in police traffic officer numbers. However, What needs to be done, I think, is police numbers need to be looked at. They need to take a very long, careful look at this epidemic, but it must not be tackled by pursuing these people, which will make them more reckless, which will endanger more members of the public and will inevitably lead to deaths.
It's going to get much, much worse before it gets better. And unless we put police officers back behind taking criminals off the streets and prosecuting them, then we're going to see 19,000 victims suddenly become 50, 60,000 victims, and where is it going to stop?
Okay.
When do we call time on it?
We'll call time on our chat with you now, guys.
David
Thank you
Videcete,
very much indeed.